Hey, one of the easiest and most nutritious things that you can make in a kitchen is a smoothie. And we're gonna start out with some of these very simple and really powerful ingredients. I know a lot of people worry about their post and pre-workout type meals, but the fastest way that I've found to do this is with a smoothie. Start with some strawberries. Now, one of the tips we were talking about is knife selection. You don't need a lot of knives in your kitchen. You really just need about 3. Like, you need a great paring knife, a good chef's knife, and it doesn't have to be this big, but I recommend starting with maybe a smaller blade like a Santoku or an 8-inch chef's knife. The important thing is that it feels good in your hand and it doesn't feel like the handle's too big. I want you to be extremely comfortable. Now, I just topped the strawberry with the paring knife, but if you were to cut or slice a strawberry, and I love using strawberries because they're so firm. Once you cut the top, you have a nice strong base. Make a C, put that on top of anything you're cutting or chopping, and just lay your knife up against it and walk your knife down through your fingers like that, and it guides it. It won't ever cut your finger if it's against your knuckle. It's a little bit of a misnomer that sharp knives are not what you need in the kitchen. That's actually exactly what you want, is a sharp knife. One of the other knives that I find that are just priceless is a serrated bread knife. Those things come in super handy. All right, so we're gonna start making a smoothie, and one of the reasons why I think it's one of the greatest meals on the planet is because it's super delicious, super nutritious, and super easy. I mean, it starts with a cup of ice. You can put that in your trusty blender. Start with some fresh fruit. Now, I topped some strawberries. I think it depends on how much you love strawberries, or how little you put in. That's what I like about it, is when I do this with my family at the house, we constantly are making new smoothies every day, because some days the kids like blueberries, some days they don't. You know, blueberries are a great form of getting your antioxidants in. They have a good flavor. They make everything nice, and it's super easy to have them. Strawberries, same type of thing. My kids like them, but I just like to keep the tops out. Bananas, we always have bananas around the house. And the one thing that I've found with bananas is if they're starting to go brown, peel them, put them in a Ziploc, and throw them in the freezer. They're great for smoothies. You need less ice later down the road. They kind of keep it cold. I'll throw in a half a banana. It's good for the potassium. You know, some people just peel it. Hey, you know what? Let's go with the whole banana. We want it to taste good. Now, the trick to the smoothie is making it super nutritious and delicious. That's why I like to put in power greens like spinach and kale. Some days I'll throw in some broccoli florets. I've got some organic spinach here. All you gotta do is rip that up. Now, I like to blend it first, and then I add my protein powder. It usually kind of thickens everything up. And then get it open, throw some protein powder in. This is gonna kind of complete it. Now it's gonna taste like blueberries, strawberries, and you're gonna get a little earthiness. I like 2 scoops of the protein powder. Put it back in the blender. Try to go on a high speed and just let it do the work. Some people are gonna ask, how long do you puree it? Well, depends on how chunky you like it, but this is kind of right where we're at. Pretty smooth. See how the blueberries change the flavor? Super easy, nice and thick, very nutritious and delicious.